You guys are very, very young, and you're living in a very strange time in the history of the world. You are being flooded with messages about who to follow. You're being flooded like no other generation of children before you in the history of the world. This never happened. You guys are in more danger than any other children in the history of the world, I would argue. So, and Allah decided that you should be born now. If you were born 100 years ago, your biggest problem would have been your best friend has a nicer goat than you do. Right? That was, you know. But, you know, that's not the case. You're living in the age of social media. You're living in the age of influencers. You're living in the age of constant messaging. And let me tell you something about that. You guys have heard about gambling before? You can nod if you have. Have you heard about gambling? You know how gambling and alcohol and these things become addictions? They become addictions. You know, when Facebook and Snapchat and Instagram and TikTok, some of these companies that are, Facebook's for old people, I know, but like some of these other social media platforms, when they were building their platforms, they needed to figure out how to keep people hooked, how to keep people swiping. Because the longer you stay on the app, the more money they make. So it's not, you think it's free content, but actually your attention makes them money. So it used to be in the old world, they used to get gold out of the ground and diamonds and minerals, and you sell those were the resources. Human attention is actually something that makes money too, from the algorithms and advertising revenue and viewership revenue. This is how they build their revenue. So they're making money off of your attention. So they needed to figure out, how do I keep this 14-year-old, how do I keep this 13, 12-year-old or 16-year-old, how do I keep them on my app? And how do I keep them strolling, and because I need to keep them on here longer. I need to make them addicted. So what they did is they hired the best developers, the best designers of casinos in Las Vegas. Las Vegas is a place that has a lot of gambling casinos where people go because they have a gambling problem, and they have those slot machines. Have you ever seen those slot machines before? They have those slot machines, and those people, you know what they do in those slot machine halls? They pump extra oxygen into those halls so people don't get sleepy. And they give free drinks. You get free Cokes and free caffeinated sodas and coffees and whatever. So people get hyped up and they stay awake, and they'll give you free Red Bulls and stuff. It's because they want people just sitting there and not getting up and keep gambling and keep gambling and keep gambling. And people will lose their house, they'll lose their life savings and all of it. But they designed it, and they even set up cameras so they can watch the eyeballs of the gambler to see if they're dilating or not, to create excitement for them. They'll run all these experiments on those people. Those people that ran those experiments and created those environments, they're the ones that designed social media apps. They were hired to create addiction for you and me. And you're just kids. You're going to easily fall into addiction, easily. So I'm here, in this brief khutbah, I'm just here to give you a reality check. It's very easy to lose sight of what is real when you are constantly flooded with influencers because of their wealth or because of their fame. Maybe they're famous because of their athleticism or because of their beauty or because of their some entertainment that they do, whatever it is that made them famous. Those things will become an addiction for you, and you're not gonna be able to get out of it. So it's, in the end, you're the one responsible to step out of that, inshallah ta'ala, and follow something that's actually real. Follow and learn something that's actually valuable, that's going to make you a stronger human being. I pray that Allah Azza wa Jal makes all of you strong human beings, and I pray that the older boys and girls here are able to become the best role models for the younger children that are here. And may Allah Azza wa Jal give your teachers the ability to inspire you, to guide you, and to correct you. And may Allah make you really ready for when these years of this school, where you have to come together for Jum'ah and sit here and pray and all that stuff, this is going to be over. You're going to go to university. Nobody's going to tell you to get together for Jum'ah then. Your professor's not going to be a Muslim. He's going to be an atheist. That's going to happen. They're not going to talk about Allah and His Messenger. They're going to talk against Allah and His Messenger. That's going to happen too. This is the time you have to get ready for that time. You're here to get ready for what's going to happen after. So I pray you make the most of this time and you're prepared for the world, because Allah decided, Allah who knows everything and has all the plans, Allah decided that you kids are the best, most smartest, most capable children to handle this most dangerous time in history. He didn't choose any other children, any other human beings. He chose you for this time because he knows you're the most capable to handle it. So that's Allah's plan for you. So I pray that you're able to live up to that potential that Allah sees in you. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Qur'an al-Hakim wa nafa'ani wa iyyakum bil ayati wa dhikr al-Hakim.